This is a 2022 VW Taigo 1 litre TSI R-Line, and it's not actually for sale, but we got our hands on one and we thought we'd show you around. First things first, obviously you can see it's got the R-Line package on it. That means more aggressive front bumper. It's got some styling down the side and as well as a different diffuser type look at the back. Moving to the front here, it's got VW's IQ light system here. When you turn on your brights at night, it's got a bunch of rectangles you'll see in front of you. When it sees a car, it turns those lights off, so everything else is still illuminated and bright, but where there is a car, it will be off, so you won't dazzle any oncoming traffic with your lights. Then looking at the styling of the Taigo versus the normal Life model, this looks a lot better in my opinion. You've got this awesome light bar down the middle here, obviously the new R symbol for VW's R-Line cars, and obviously there are sport models. PDC at the front and back. You've got this very aggressive profile on the front bumper, obviously your fog lights over there, and the new VW symbol. This is one of their newest cars. It is the newest model in the VW lineup, and I think the new logo is really doing it justice. Moving down the side, we've got some more R's over here, R badging decals on the side. It's got 18-inch wheels, probably the best looking wheels you can get on the Taigo. You can also get this wheel in a complete black, a gloss black look. I do think the combination of alloy and black works well with this color especially. Then the standard wheels on this car being 215 45R 18s. So yes, a small sidewall, but in a car like this, you want a bigger wheel. Coming from the R badge at the front, you've got aggressive lines running down all the way to the back into the rear light bar that also stretches across the back of the car. We've got this very nice diffuser, as I mentioned before, fake exhaust pipes, which look cool, but you can see they're fake. I won't use a stick to test it because that's been done already. And coming from the black roof down to the back here, you've got the subtle spoiler here, which I think looks very nice. It makes the car's side profile look a little bit more aggressive than it would on a normal model. So that would stand out more on like a white model or a blue one, but it does have the black roof contrasting with the rest of the car. Very, very, very nice. Obviously you've got the full panoramic sunroof at the top there, keyless entry of course, and that brings you to the awesome interior of the Taigo. Right, the interior of the 2022 VW Taigo. It is a great place to be. It's beautiful. The steering wheel, it's their new steering wheel. It's got some R-Line badging down here. It's the new badge. Everything's very nice, soft to the touch. I love the new button layout. It's really good. It's still physical buttons, which you don't get on a lot of cars these days. Then of course, I've got the digital instrument cluster, which is beautiful, very clear. I've got all of manner of info that I can look at here. That's also where my safety assists when I'm driving. Then I can change my view, a bit of more sporty feel. You've got a lot of personalization options with this unit. So yeah, it's very clear, it's very responsive. Moving on to the infotainment system on the side here, it's got everything you need. You've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your radio, obviously media. It's got 2 USB-C ports at the bottom there, and then it comes with this nifty little thing, which is a USB-C to USB adapter if you have need of such things. You do then also have inductive charging down there, so you can charge 2 phones or 3 phones at the same time if you have cables, and of course the wireless charger. Moving down the center console, we've got our air vents here, which I like the design, how they've done it. The air vents are below the radio, the infotainment system. It's quite cool. Down here is where a lot of controversy starts, because you've got your climate controls at the bottom here, and they're all touch sensitive buttons, sliders. You can tap on them, touch them, but they aren't as easy to use when you are driving around as normal buttons would be. Not as bad as I've heard some reviewers say. A lot of people complain a lot about them. To me, not as difficult, but it is definitely more difficult than using buttons. Obviously, it's got the automatic gear lever for the 7-speed DSG gearbox. VW's gearboxes are always mint. Also, this car's been fitted with the Beats audio system, and it is very nice. As with all great cars, it has a sunglasses thing. It does open slower than the other one in the Pajero. I did notice that. Interestingly, it has a black headliner, which not a lot of cars of this size have. That was reserved in the olden days for Porsche Cayennes and Mercedes MLs. So having a black headliner makes it feel a bit more expensive. These seats are wonderful. These are great R-line bucket seats. They hold you very nicely, as you can see. I'm not jiggling about too much in the corners. Not that you would throw this into a corner, because it is not the fastest of vehicles on the road. And that brings me to the power figures. This is the 1-litre inline 3-cylinder unit from VW, which is being used in a lot of their products these days. It produces 85 kilowatt and 200 newton meters of torque, 0 to 100 in, well, they claim 10 seconds, but we know that VW always underclaims their figures. So I'm going to go with about 9 seconds, 9.5, depending on the day. It's not fast, but it's not slow either. It does nip through traffic quite nicely. As is the case a lot of the time with one of these sloping roof crossovers, the headspace in the back for someone as tall as me, 1.85 meters, is usually quite crappy. So we're gonna have a look. This is my ideal driving position. Let's see what it looks like. All right, in the back, and well, I can sit upright. Knee room is not as great. Obviously I'm having to open my legs. I fit in, but I'm digging into the guy in front of me's back. So not the best knee room, but you'll be comfortable on shorter journeys. This is a city car after all. Headspace, I've still got some space at the top here. Compare that to something like a BMW X6, where I don't fit in the back. If I sit upright in the back of a BMW X6, I sit like this because of that sloped roof. So it does have a bump here where the roof goes up again, and I think that's how they managed to do that. So all around, I'd give the back of this probably a 9 out of 10 for headspace and a 6 out of 10 for knee room for taller passengers. Alright, so that has been the 2022 VW Taigo 1-litre TSI R-Line. Like I said, this one's not for sale, but you can pick one up for around 600,000 Rand. We just really wanted to show you around this one. So, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Tell us in the comments if you actually like the Taigo, or would you prefer something like a T-Cross or even T-Roc other than this. And if you want us to do this for you, get in contact with us. See you in the next one.